Hello friends, in this session we are going to look at both interfaces and abstract methods or abstract classes. Okay. To simply put, interface is nothing but a blueprint of a class. If you look at this visual representation now, it reminds you of a common USB connection, right? So previously in old days they had used different types of wired connections without any common standards, and only then USB connections came into picture to reduce these confusion and standardize a common interface, right? So likewise, even in Java programming, in some scenarios you need to maintain common standards throughout your project, correct? So that is a basic criteria. In those cases, interfaces will be widely used. Writing an interface is similar to writing a class, but a class describes the attributes and behavior of an object, and an interface contains behaviors that a class implements. An interface can contain any number of methods and variables, and it is written in a file with a .java extension with the name of the interface matching the name of the file, and the bytecode of interface appears in a .class file, of course after compilation. And you cannot create instance of an interface and their methods are declared without any body. So even if a single method is declared with a body, so that won't qualify as a interface. Okay. So when you create an interface, it defines what a class can do without saying anything about how the class will do it. Okay. So that is why you will understand interface is it is like a blueprint of a class. Okay. So it is like an outline skeleton of a class. And now let's look at a definition. Okay. And the definition of abstract method is it can be declared but with no implementation. And abstract class, even with just one abstract method, that class becomes as a abstract class and it cannot be instantiated. So this is different from a normal class. Okay. And the same thing goes for a interface, and interface is a collection of only abstract method. And why it is useful in a sense, every abstract method can be implemented in different ways by different classes. So when do you use an interface? When you actually want to pass a interface as a parameter or assign class to an interface variable, just like you would do to an abstract class. Okay. Again, let's see the difference between a interface and an abstract class. Interface is just like a draft, okay, without any implemented methods. So let's now see it in our coding. Okay. Generally we will have the class name, right? So instead here we will have interface and then the interface name. Then inside an unimplemented method just with declaration. If we declare, it shows an error. So abstract method do not specify a body. So no coding is allowed inside the abstract method. Okay. So that is very clear. And now the same thing goes for the abstract class. So we just need to add the abstract keyword. Okay. So for changing it to abstract class, just change it to abstract keyword. Should be an abstract class, and for the method we need to add the abstract modifier. Okay. So this becomes an fully abstract class now. So to use this abstract class, let's have class B extends GUI interface, right? So we have a error now. Must implement inherited abstract method. So for that we can even have a dummy implementation of that particular method. So like this. And at the same time, let's say for our interface, it should be implements instead of extends. So when it is a interface to be implemented, so just by changing from abstract keyword to interface keyword, it achieves the expected. The only difference is in interface you cannot write any statements inside your methods, whereas in abstract class you can have them. So that's all about abstract classes and interface. Thank you friends, see you soon, bye.